Okay, cool. And then do you know how to upload to YouTube or Vimeo later on? Have you got a YouTube or a Vimeo account?
We've got Vimeo.
I can show you how to do that later if you want. Tomorrow.
Thanks, Jenna.
Thanks, Jenna.
And show you how to upload
Fantastic.
to
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jenna.
Thank you for doing that for me.
That's okay.
All good.
Awesome, guys. Has anybody got any wins that they want to share? If so, pop it in the chat. You don't have to unmute yourself.
Cool. Let's rip in.
Yep. Okay, so tonight we have a few speakers on. We have got Sonia, and we have also got Stephen. Who wants to go first? Sonia?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Hi.
Okay?
Yep.
Perfect.
Awesome. Sorry guys, this will be a quick one, but first of all, I just want to say thank you, Molly and Brent, for giving me this this opportunity to obviously show you guys on what I have done. This is just blown me away after I didn't expect to be asked to say something, but Molly, no, I appreciate you and thank you for letting me have this opportunity. This is just a quick one, guys. I've actually put something together, which I have called, as you're all aware, with my new name, I've called it Creating Our Own Freedom, and I've called it Creating Our Own Freedoms Weekly Activity Tracker. And the reason, and by all means, people, if you see the value in this, then by all means use it and whatnot. I'm all about sharing. But the reason why I have done this is because I'm not the type of person who always sticks to a routine, a schedule. And I don't know, I did unfortunately leave this platform because I did go good at the start. I did get 2 leads and whatnot. And then obviously I did lose those leads. And I think that the disappointment in that really got to me. And I just basically took the easy way out and I did give up. And I can understand why people might think that on why I did leave. And I can admit that I did leave for that reason. And I can admit that I did give up. So yeah, this little break I did have, it got me thinking, and basically I'm happy that I did it because it got me thinking and basically just got myself together, really, got all my thoughts together, and I knew for a fact that what I did was wrong, and I apologize to you and Molly and Brent, but I've come back as a new person and on other ways on how I can try and to achieve my goal, on the reasons why I'm doing this. And so that's why I have put this activity tracker together. I'll post this onto the Life Hustlers chat page for you all to see. So what I've done, I've basically just put 3 little groups. I broke it up into a morning schedule, a lunchtime schedule, and also an evening schedule. Sorry guys, I'm a bit nervous. But so what I've done, so sorry, I'm looking at my phone, but for the morning, what I plan to do, I've only put it together, so I'm slowly implementing this. So in the morning, what I'm planning on doing is posting on Facebook, which is my personal page, my business page, and I'm also in the process of doing my group page, which obviously I'm going to put my leads into. So post every day in the morning, then obviously post on Facebook stories if you do any, and I suggest do it. Post on Instagram and also the Instagram stories, and then obviously just check your comments. Also check your messenger, and obviously if you get any leads or prospects that do reach out to you, then obviously reply back to them. Obviously check notifications, comment, and then also comment on people's posts who comment on my posts. So I make sure that I comment obviously on whoever comments on my personal business or group page. I'll make sure I'll get back to them. I then will add 10 new friends on my personal page. So obviously with Facebook, I don't know, on your news feeds, you see these, you can add, you have people come up saying you can add as friends. I just choose 10 people that I think will, that I can try and help out. I'll just choose 10 people out of that to add as friends. Sorry guys. Comment on 10 posts that you see first on your newsfeed. So whenever you open up your Facebook in the morning, whatever you see first up, you comment, and make sure you comment on 10. And then also the last thing I'll do in the morning is message all the people that had liked my business page, by just reaching out to them, adding them as a friend, and then obviously going from there and introducing myself, and then obviously how we approach them on if they're looking for a better lifestyle like that. So that's my morning. Like obviously everyone will have it differently, but that's what I do in the mornings. What I will be doing in the mornings. At lunchtime, obviously I'll be posting again on Facebook on my personal business page and groups. And obviously that's just getting more engagement as well. And then same again, post on Facebook and Instagram stories, and then checking your messenger and if you get any prospects. And then in the evening, I've decided that like obviously doing a Facebook Live 1 to 2 times weekly on all pages. And like obviously I'm doing that with my go live, my 30-day go live at the moment. I'm nearly finished that. So, and then obviously by me finishing that, I'll keep implementing that. Check, and then obviously again check your messenger and whatnot. And then obviously keep doing the thing like by commenting on people's posts who comment on your posts, and adding 10 more people, friends on your Facebook. Sorry guys, I'm so nervous. And then I want to add value to at least 1 to 3 private groups. And by me saying that, like on Facebook, I've joined like stay-at-home mums group. There's this business, I can't remember what it's called, but all these pages where stay-at-home mums looking for opportunities. I've joined those groups, and obviously posting on there to try and get some people to reach out. And then obviously most importantly, following up as well. And that's what I do in the evenings. And then I have on the bottom of my page, I've got daily totals. So obviously just keeping a tally on what I do each day, on what I get. So number of new exposures, obviously to the business opportunity, people reaching out, obviously. Any new sign-ups, the number of sign-ups I do get, if I do get each day. And then, yeah, and that's basically it. So basically this is just an outline for me and seeing a big picture of if I do grow each day, I guess. But I'll definitely, I'll post this up to you guys. I'm sorry, it's a bit raw. I'm just nervous.
You're doing amazing. What I might do is I'm going to share my screen, and that way everyone can have a quick look at it, if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead.
So here it is here, guys. So as you can see, she's got morning, midday, evening, and then the daily totals, and then each day that she ticks it off. Yeah. So this is everything that Sonia just went through here, and it's got, you know, exactly where she's going to be posting it, and the times in the evenings, and then the daily totals down the bottom, so she can see exactly, you know, how it's benefited her business. So the reason I wanted Sonia to share this was because it's amazing that she's gone above and beyond and, you know, created this for her own engagement and to improve her engagement on her page. So I just thought it was fantastic, which is why I was more than happy wanting you to share it on here. So she'll post it into the group chat. Is there anything else you want to say about that?
No. But like I said, by all means, people, if this looks good to you and you think that it will work for you, by all means, use it. That's why I sent it out to Molly to have a look, because obviously I want people to succeed as well. So, and hopefully this will help you guys out.
Absolutely. Can everyone say a huge thank you to Sonia in the chat, because she did amazing just then and was very nervous, but
Yeah.
so well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well done. Awesome. Stephen, are you happy to go now? And then we'll go last? Or have you got screaming kids?
No, I'm good. Everyone hear me?
Awesome. Thank you.
Good stuff. All right. I know exactly how you feel. So I'm a bit nervous myself, but yeah. Look, Molly and Brent asked me to just come on and I guess share my journey so far. Like, so I'm only new into this platform 2 weeks, 2 days ago. So I've still got heaps to learn, but I feel like I've sort of taken to it pretty good so far. I didn't have any experience at all, so that was sort of, being in front of the camera was a big thing for me. But some people struggle a lot more than others. But I've sort of got a lot used to it. The only way I got over that was I just kept sticking a phone in front of my face till I got used to looking at my own ugly mug. So yeah, so it's been just over 8 weeks, 8.5 weeks, and I guess why I decided to come into this opportunity was because I was sick of, like a lot of people, working for someone else. I wasn't getting anywhere. And probably the last 2 years I really spent pretty lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. My whole life I've known exactly what I wanted to do and where I wanted to be. And then I sort of got to a point where I lost that and I didn't know where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. So I spent 2 years jumping from job to job, 12 months here, 6 months there, and I kept thinking it was the job. That was the problem, but it wasn't. It was I didn't know what I wanted to do. So, and then I spotted a video from Brent and Molly, and it just resonated with me. It was exactly what I wanted to do. I've always had aspirations to travel around the country in a caravan and not work till I'm 65, 70 years old. So this was the perfect place for me to have a crack. So yeah, I jumped on board, and it was on my birthday actually. I was away for the wife's graduation for a second degree, and I wasn't even at home. And I messaged Brent and I said, "I'm in. Sign me up. I want to have a crack." So, and I'm so glad I did. All right, it's been hard, as some of you know. A couple of weeks now, I lost my job, which was not planned. I'd planned to I'd work till at least Christmas to get this up and going, but yeah, through no fault of my own, I lost my job. So I've been under a fair bit of pressure to make this work, and I guess it's been a good motivator, but it's also been a little bit of a bad thing because I'm trying to maybe rush it a little bit with certain things. So I've had to pull myself back. But one of the things I wanted to have a chat about tonight was not everything not everything that I've learned in the training, especially the ACE training, has really worked for me, and there is more than one way to go about it. Okay, as the last few meetings have been really good because there's been people talking about trying things that aren't really mentioned in that I haven't had any success with. It is the webinar. Like a lot of people, I'm not having any problems happening for me. Not too bad. Like I'm getting probably 3 or 4, or probably on average, probably 5 or 6. My biggest struggle that I've got is I can't keep them talking. They sort of just go quiet. And I've had a couple of leads recently where they've been red hot, like asking heaps of questions. I've been getting lots of information, and then I said, no worries, I'll send you this webinar, and then let me know what you think, and then boom, they just drop off the planet and I don't see them again. So I sort of thought I have to try something different. So I've got a couple of notes here that I've sort of been trialing. I've had a little bit more success with. Definitely talking to my leads and ask as many questions as you can while you've got them talking. I've had a couple that have messaged me from over in Perth because obviously they're a couple of hours behind Queensland. It's been quite late for me, but I've learned if I've got someone talking to me, I'll just stay up and just talk. Like the other night I was in bed, I was talking till like midnight. So, but it's not late for them, So, but if you've got them talking, keep them on a roll. All right. What else have I got here? I sort of try to go one for one with my leads. So if they tell me something, if they're married, then I tell them, yeah, oh, cool, man, I'm married as well. And if they tell me they've got kids and that sort of thing. So everything they tell you, try and relate back to them. As well as obviously trying to qualify them, with questions like, what are you doing for work and that sort of thing. So I've had a lot of people reach out to me. The biggest thing that everyone says is they can't afford it. So that's been a tough one for me because I'm trying to word that without upsetting anyone. Like I'm the biggest one that knows right now that I can't really afford anything at the moment. So, but if you want something bad enough, you find the money. So I've sort of changed the tact of how I advertise my ads because I think I was emphasising too much on the money, and I was just getting people messaging me that were interested and just they thought they were going to send me a message and they were going to get millions of dollars. I don't know what they thought, but so I've turned away from that and trying to focus more on the other benefits of this lifestyle. So, spending time at home with your kids and being available for your partner and to go to school events and that sort of thing. So I'm sure some of you have been watching some of my videos. So you've probably seen a shift in that. I still mention the money, but I don't. I found it was just attracting too many people that all they wanted to know is how much can I earn and how fast. And as soon as you tell them you have to work or you have to spend some money, they're not interested. So, what else have I got here? I guess the big message that I really wanted to get out was that there's more than one way to do it. And I've reached out to Brent quite a few times, and I appreciate him taking the time to sort of go through me with things. And there's also quite a few people within this group that I've spoken to via personal message, and use the people around you to try and find out a way that works for you. Because CJ, I spoke to CJ today after he was putting his messages up about his success in Instagram, and just had a bit of a chat with him and how he was doing that. So I guess we're all here to learn off each other. And yeah, hopefully I've got a couple of strong leads at the moment, so I'm just working through that. But my big goal for next week is to learn about the Facebook policy and why so many ads are getting off-backed, because that's a big one for me as well. And I can't expect to write ads if I don't know what the rules are. So that's my goal for next week, and that, and learn a bit more about retargeting and how to set up campaigns to retarget my leads. So that's about all I've got. I appreciate everyone for all the help that I've got so far, and I look forward to smashing some more goals and getting some sales. So
that's awesome, bro.
Thanks
so much, man. And Sonia as well, thanks so much. I know it's nerve-wracking and it's so scary doing this, but the more you do it, the more you once again step out of your comfort zone, it does get easier.
Mm-hmm.
So well done, guys. You both did amazing.
Perfect. I just want to ask, we're going to have a bit of a Q&A at the end. So if anyone's got any questions that they need answered, can you just pop them in the chat?
Whatever it is.
Go, and we'll answer them at the end, please.
Whatever It is.
Cool.
Whatever questions you have, put them in the chat.
So Stephen, you just mentioned that you weren't sure how to answer if a lead says that they don't have $99. Was that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like so many of them. Just so many people are keen, and then obviously you come to the crunch where they go, all right, how much does it cost? And you tell them, and they just go, oh, I don't even have 2 cents to rub together, mate. And I'm sort of like, well, did you expect someone to teach you how to earn money for nothing? Like that? And I don't know how to sort of keep them interested. Like obviously some people just can't afford it, but I've sort of tried to change my tact and break it down, relate it to how you could put that money aside. So I've sort of broke it down in the last few videos that I've done into a weekly amount. So, approximately $37 a week. One trip to McDonald's with 3 kids, there's $40. So don't go to McDonald's for the week or something like that. So I'm trying to do that, try and help, relate it.
So I guess with the way that I speak to people is, when do you think financially you'll be ready to invest $99 that could potentially change your life? And then you're kind of really qualifying them. Like that question could go north or south, right? They could turn around and say, oh, look, man, 2 weeks. Awesome. Let's book in a time. So let's book in. So is that your payday? Yeah, it is. Cool. It's the 15th of November. Yeah, let's book it in, man. 8 a.m. I'll give you a call. Okay, done. Or it could go the other way. Oh, look, I'm not really sure, man. Like, okay, so make a plan. Like, if you want this that bad, if you want to change your life that bad, and then I'd scroll back up to where you pulled the pain out and turn around and say, dude, like, you need to sacrifice if you want to spend more time with your kids. You need to make sacrifices if, your dream is to get out of that job that you hate so much. And
wording it as then people can relate, because they're like, well, yeah, I do know that.
Well, it's the age-old sort of problem that we all have, bro. It's, I've been dealing with it for almost 2 years now. People are scared, man. They don't want to give up time. They don't want to give up money. It's because we have this scarcity about it. Everyone's fucking holding on to their time and holding on to their money, and they don't want to give it up because they think that there's not enough out there, right? So they're like in that scarcity mindset. I guess what you really need to do is, 1, pull the pain back out, and then 2, reiterate the fact that they can get their time and money back, but you need to invest. Right? Like, I'd just put them on the spot. How long? How long till you can afford it? And then you say, I'll reach back out to you then. So you've kind of, set the expectation that you're going to be reaching out to them. I wouldn't leave it up to them. I wouldn't say, all right, man, reach out to me in like 2 weeks, because they won't, because people are lazy. Awesome question though, bro. It happens all the time. Let's have a look at some of these questions quickly. LinkedIn, bro. Good question, man. I've been seeing a fair bit lately that LinkedIn is doing very well. As in, cost per lead is so cheap, right? We do have training on it in the mastermind. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, we have LinkedIn training in the mastermind, marketing that we have been paying for, but we haven't been using. Which we are compiling everything in there together into a really big PDF. So it's going to have Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. It's going to have training on funnels, on setting up your own funnel yourself. So guys, you'll all get a PDF. We'll just put it in the file section of Life of a Lifestyle Hustler. So you guys can obviously look at that as some external training that, ACE probably doesn't offer, because there's so many ways that you can market on all platforms. But look, Brody's making money on TikTok, right? So if Brody can make money on TikTok, people can make money on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is just another version of Facebook. You know, it's very, very similar to Facebook. So if you can build a following on LinkedIn, if you can become valuable on LinkedIn, 100%, you know, at the end of the day, you've just got to find ways to talk to people. That's what you got to remember. You've just got to find ways to either explain to people what we do in a way that's going to motivate them and influence them to want to work with you. Or if it works for you, you use the webinars that we have and you let that do the work. It's really interesting today, or yesterday, when Stephen said that the webinars weren't working for him, it really made me think about how we built this business. And look, there's a lot of new people on here that haven't been around, obviously, since the start. We built this business by talking to people on Zooms and taking them through the back office of ACE and showing them www.enagic.com. So, you know, as much as I say, you know, sell the opportunity first, in a way, we sold the product first. You know, we pushed Enagic. Yeah, we used Clinton Christie's webinar for so long.
And
yeah,
the comp plan, we used to show people the comp
we
plan.
used to show people the comp plan.
Get a calculator in front of them, add things up.
Yeah, and it really, obviously, you know, it worked well for us because, you know, what we've been able to do in, you know, 2 years. But at the end of the day, whatever works for you, you need to find what works for you. And I really take my hat off to you, bro, because, you know, in the short amount of time that you've been doing this, you've already kind of figured out your little niche on what works. And all you need to do is just make and fine tune those little things. And dude, that's the answer. It's finding what works for you and then capitalizing on that. And then, you know, maximizing your growth by making everything better, right? Like, you need to play to your strengths. If you're shit at, and I've said this so many times, if you're shit at making video ads, don't fucking make video ads because they'll be shit, right? If you're shit at writing stories, right, you probably need to learn how to write stories, right? That's a big thing in what we do. I can't say don't write a story, right? Because you need to get used to writing a story because people want to feel and get to know you. But, you know, play to your strengths. And if that means that you're really comfortable with getting people on a Zoom call and just showing them things, then do it. Like, Stephen, you jumped on a phone call, man, like so early in the piece with leads. Like, we didn't do that. We didn't get on phone calls for a while, yeah? Like, Zoom's a bit different to phone calls. Zoom, you can really get, I don't know, phone calls for me now, like, and that's why I offered you guys, and I'll touch on this soon, I offered you guys the opportunity to get people on a phone call with me, because on a phone call, like, I seem to be able to close, like, instantaneously, and I seem to be able to, Aaron and Kelly are just like, yeah. And look, it's, I'm really happy that there's people saying yes, because at the end of the day, they wouldn't be here and being like that if the way that I was talking was either fake or negative, or, do you know what I mean? Like, the way that I talk on the phone just seems to work for me, right? But you guys need to find what works for you. I'll just quickly touch on that fact. I don't know if anyone saw the message, but I sent out in Lifestyle Hustlers yesterday, guys, put me in front of your leads. Like, get them on a phone call with me, right? Book in a time with me, okay? It doesn't have to be a 3-way call. I don't care if I have to make a call just with me and them, right? And I will close them over the phone for you. If they're fence sitting, get me in front of them. If they're absolutely cold as fuck, get me in front of them, right? Like, that's my strength, and I'm willing to do that for you guys. You know, Brody closed one sale for us. over a Zoom. He closed one sale, our first ever sale. And then as soon as I saw it done, and as soon as I saw the way that he was, I just adapted my way to it. And then I closed my second sale myself, right? So, you know, I really want you guys to utilize me, okay? Because I see a lot of people that aren't having success because they've got nothing to show for it, which is the hardest thing, right? It's hard to prove something that you're not, which I don't want you guys to, because we didn't have to prove anything. We just showed people an idea, right? Like, you guys are probably not having the success because you think that you're not living this life that, you know, you seem to be promoting, right? There comes a time when you need to maybe pull back the promoting the lifestyle and just start talking about yourself. The good, the bad, the ugly, the fucking, it has to happen, right? Like, or else people are just not going to trust you. But I've had 2 people reach out to me in the last 24 hours and book in phone calls, which is, you know, half of me is like, fuck yes. The other half's like, there's 250 people almost in Lifestyle Hustlers and I get 2 people. And it's not like everyone's kicking goals and fucking partying on, you know, yachts and in Bali drinking pina coladas. Like, utilize me. Like, speak to your leads. Just say to them, like, that fear or that FOMO. Guys, like, they get an opportunity to speak to someone that it has changed their life in so many ways. And the person that they're going to speak to had no fucking idea about Facebook marketing or advertising or anything, right? Just a normal dude from Brisbane who wanted a better life. So he just grew some balls and did some training and just did what he saw successful people do and showed up every day. Like, I am the person that you need to get in front of these people, right? Not someone that's just going to try and sell them a dream. They need to hear, like, you know, authenticity. They need to hear from someone who is just an everyday fucking person, right? So I really, I don't care, you know, how long it takes, the phone call. I don't care, but book it in. Like, send something out to all your leads. Like, I keep jumping back and forth, but I keep getting reminded about shit. ManyChat, don't broadcast anymore. Right? Don't broadcast anymore.
We haven't even got ManyChat turned on at the moment, guys.
There's obviously, I touched on it last week. Look, you run the risk of your page being shut down. I don't know the ins and outs of it, right? I don't know, right? But all I'm going to say is right now, just don't do it. And if you have to do it, you make sure you're not soliciting or you're not pushing people or you're not asking for something. If you're going to broadcast a fucking ebook or something and give people something. Broadcast them a PDF on something, right? Whatever it may be. But just, if you're going to broadcast, just don't do it and, you know, say when you're signing up or whatever, right? I haven't had a broadcast from Brody come through in a long time, which shows that, you know, people are starting to worry about broadcasting because, you know, I don't want you guys to have your page shut down. It's happened to us before, and I'll just tell you, it's fucked, right? It slows up everything, which, you know, you guys don't want. You need that momentum. So if you're going to do this, I would just create some sort of a template and, you know, just tell a little story about how, you know, you've got a once, or not once in a lifetime, but a good opportunity to talk to someone that, you know, has built a 7-figure business online with no experience, you know, normal dude, blah, blah, blah. Write a big spiel, send it out to them, right? You will get responses, okay? You will, if you word it properly. And if you put that FOMO in there as well, that fear of missing out, and then book in a 3-way or add them in a chat with a 3-way message with me and Molly, because I am shit with looking at my phone. So book it in with Molly and she will book it in the calendar and it will get done. If it's in the calendar, it will get done, right? So make sure you do that. So that's a 4-way chat. So me, Molly, that lead and yourself, and we'll go from there. And, you know, guys, I don't care how many you do. I don't care how many hours it takes. Like, I want you all to win, but you need to start utilizing me and, Yeah. What else we gonna?
That was awesome. Sorry, guys, I'm just doing some editing of the video for the next week. Cool. I just wanted to go over a few things. With the coaching calls, can we just put on the top of the coaching call chat, like coaching call and then dash whoever the coaching call is for? One, so that person just feels a bit important having a chat made just for them. And two, just so the coaches, like it's just something that we want kept across the board, just so it's unified down and, you know, people can see, especially busy people, you know, that particular chat just makes it a hell of a lot easier just having group names on the chats. And just a reminder, when you're having signups, I've just had so many calls come through lately. I don't know if Chelsea and Tori, if you are the same, if you are, can you let me know? But the time zones aren't being selected on signups, so I'm not sure if people are actually telling their leads to select the time zone, or if they're just forgetting that part. So please just make sure that you do tell your lead when they are signing up to make sure they check in and do that time zone, just because it can get a hell of a lot confusing, because if they put a time in, it's 6 p.m. PST or whatever it is tomorrow, I'm here thinking, holy shit, it's a call tomorrow at 6 p.m. I might already have a call booked, but it could be for a completely different time. So they could be in WA booking that and me thinking it's 6 p.m. my time. So if you can just remember, and I'll obviously tell Brady to do this for Monday night as well, because it's not just obviously hustlers, to just make sure that we're selecting time zones.
Can I just quickly jump in?
Yep.
If you've got people in your mini chat just sitting there doing fuck all and you're not even broadcasting or talking to them, like, guys, I would seriously right now, like I would message them every single day, not just one broadcast a week or once a fortnight. I would be messaging them every single day until they sign up or they block you. As simple as that. You've paid for that person to get into ManyChat, right? If you're paying $5 a comment because if that's what your ad's doing, that leads cost you $5 to get in there. And what, you've spoken to them for a week and then, you know, you just let it fizzle out into ManyChat world and then they just get a broadcast once a week from you. Like, to be honest, if we can't broadcast now, what's the point in them being there? Right?
You're not talking to them.
What's the point? They might still be following your journey on your page, but like I would just talk to them every single day. Send them a message every single day.
Add them as a friend. They can see your stories.
Yeah. I just want to throw that in.
Also add them to like all your social media platforms, Instagram, everything. Okay. This?
I don't have a winner yet for that. You know what? Fuck this.
So the prize, the $50 challenge that Brent did the other day, for just hustlers, is what we're talking about. So
I'm just going to pick one now.
He's going to find a winner.
You just please hold. Just keep talking.
Brent completely forgot about that until I wanted him. You've got to pay hustlers $50.
All right. So there was 14 shares.
Rodney, Al, Chris, Annika. Oh my God, slow down. TA, Kat, Kerry. It was a share and tag, wasn't it, on your post?
Yeah, share and tag.
Do you want me to write those names down?
Okay, I'm going to write these names down and then
you can announce at the end. Cool.
I'm going to reach out to, actually, I'll put a message in Hustlers. I don't know. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Whoever's closest wins $50.
No, because they had to share it.
Yeah, out of those people.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. This one?
Which one's this? Life of a Lifestyle Hustler.
Who's using it?
This is the bane of my fucking existence.
James is.
I'm using it. It's awesome.
Stephen,
yeah.
I know you are. Katie, I know you are. I've seen Sammy and Chris using it still. I've seen Josh and Tegan, I think, using it still.
You just mean like tagging leads in it?
Yeah, just utilising it. Like, honestly, that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
A big thing, guys, though, is content. That lacks content massively. Like, when Brent and I created that page back in January, it was for you guys to utilize it to the whatever ability you guys want to use it to gain that social proof for your leads coming into the business. So a reminder to everybody to please make sure you are posting content in it. You don't have to get approval. We did have approval at the start of it, but
It's open,
it's
Slather.
open now. So go and put all your value videos in there. Go and do go lives in it. Like we actually said the other day we're going to go live in it, but we forgot, didn't we?
But the thing is, guys, it's not our page.
No, it's not.
Like we made it for you guys, and it's such a really good tool that if you could be seen on a go live in that page, and then tag your lead in it, and then tag that lead in maybe a video that I did, and then all of a sudden they've watched 2 videos in this page that's just full of value. You know, sometimes people just want that social proof. It's the biggest thing.
Also, guys, it is the way of what is happening these days. Like Clint and Christy do it. They add all their leads into pages, and they have got 13,000 or so people in that particular page, where it's social proof, constantly tagging, constantly going live, constant videos and photos and everything in it of seeing that social proof. Like, it's so powerful.
I've got an idea. So I just mentioned before about ManyChat, how, you know, get them to either sign up or block you, right? How about before you hit that point where they block you, get them into the page?
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you've got 100 people sitting in ManyChat doing nothing, at least get that 100 into a page where potentially, what if, you know, you get 10 out of that 100? Fuck. Like they all buy a KH trifecta. It's 10 grand. Like more.
James, you're so pumped up
Depending on where you are. So, you know, guys, like, just don't waste your leads. Like, I really feel like so many people, they get leads and then they talk to them and then these leads just drop off and then they just leave them. Like, don't let them sit there. It's such a waste. Once again, it's cost you money to get that lead. Don't waste your money, right? Yes, we get people that come in super hot and they see your ad Monday, ace on Wednesday, and they're buying trifectas by Friday. But we also get people that we know fence sit, right? But to get away from this bullshit with ManyChat, use something where you can broadcast daily. You can use Life of a Lifestyle Hustler. It's a private page. It's a private page.
Can I say something, Brent?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that page has worked for me better than the webinar. So I've used as soon as I can get, if I feel comfortable getting them off my business manager chat and send them a link to my personal profile, the better, because you get so many more options, as you know. Once you get them in you can send them video clips and you can send them voice clips and that sort of thing that you can't do in your business manager. So as soon as I sort of get a little bit of a chat going, I had to change my personal page so that anyone could friend me, because that was one problem I had, and they kept saying, "Oh, I can't friend you." So make sure you change that if you're comfortable changing your personal page to able anyone to friend you. But if you can do that, I literally copy a link of my personal page and I put it in the chat and I say, "Friend me, mate," and then I can tag you in this amazing page and tag you in some videos. And the big video that I've got a lot of comments from is that go live that you did, Brent, at Cobb & Co. That worked really well. I had a couple of leads even reach out to me and say, "Oh, that was amazing, rah rah." So I always tag them in that. I don't necessarily tag them in the webinar. I tag them in it. They watch it if they want, but I tag them in my videos and that live that Brent did, and that's worked for me. But the people I'm targeting aren't people at home. So that's why I think the webinar's not really working for me, because a tradesman on a building site's not going to sit down for half an hour and watch a webinar.
Guys, can you hear us?
No.
Oh, you can. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. Hey, which one was the go live that I did at Cobb & Co?
The one with you when you're walking around the caravan, it was just a random go live you did, and you posted it on there. I've tagged about 15 people on it.
You were like having this massive Brent rant for like 15 minutes.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like saying, don't be a little bitch in that. Or
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. Tag everyone in that.
Oh, I love it.
Say, don't. Yeah.
Brent, sorry. Can I just add something? We had a guy who I'd been working with for probably 2 months, and he was borrowing the money off his mum to get into ACE, which was fine, happy with that. But then in that, he was going through a separation as well. So Hodgie and I had a phone call with him, and we sort of gave him some options of just going in with Regen for the time being to obviously build that up. Now, we know that is free, but Steve, that might be a way to go about it. If they are saying they don't have the money, just say, look, get them again on the phone and say, all right, look, let's run through the options and work out what's actually going to be with you. It's going to take that little bit more, but as you guys worked with Lucy as well and mentored her through it and spent that time, I know that we will get this guy up to the point where he is going to be able to jump in ACE, and he's going to be in the right mindset then to take it further. But he's doing all these little bits and pieces now to build up to that.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I just recommend that they do buy the product, so then they've got the experience with it. It's easier than to sell, but he doesn't necessarily have to do that. Some people are just got the gift of the gab and they can take anything and run with it. But that's my recommendation. And we know we get that little bit anyway, so it's something there still for us, but it's a way to get them in to build up that kitty to actually be able to get there.
Yeah, I love it. No, that's awesome.
Cool. I just want to quickly share my screen over here. So who has done the Build Your Empire training and they have seen this? Anybody yet? Maybe not. So this is 28 minutes of I am affirmations. So what could you do with this? Well, you could have your voice recorder on your phone and you could play this muted and you could read it, and that way it's your voice and then you play it. And it's half an hour of you saying I am affirmations. And when you're walking around the house and you've got your little plugs in, you can listen to your own voice talking to you, saying these I am affirmations every day, half an hour. Or lay down before bed, play it, listening. Or when you wake up first thing in the morning and the kids are shitty and you're trying to get them all breakfast and fed and you don't want to hear them screaming, play it. Get in that zone. So that's, I think, number 4, unit 4 in the Build Your Empire University. I'm also going to send it into the Lifestyle Hustlers chat right now. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I forgot I was shared. I'm going to share it, Lifestyle Hustlers chat, and also this chat now so you all can see it.
A really good, actually, how many people are in there? 34. Just a quick show of hands on a daily basis who has like negative shit going through their head about anything. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest. Everyone, pretty much. Most people, 98% of people. So imagine if you could train your brain that when you do have those negative things pop up, your brain instantly knows to completely reverse it to the powerful positive opposite. That's very similar to what I am affirmations can do for you. If you're constantly telling yourself and feeding yourself like good shit about yourself, you're going to train your brain to start doing that, right? Like, it didn't take long for me to be able to, 3 things go through my head on a daily basis. When I have negative shit go through my head, right? When I don't get sales. Why? Why don't I get sales? What's going on? Isn't this working anymore? Am I ad shit? Why aren't I attracting people that are buying? Blah, 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 blah. As soon as anything negative comes into my head, there's 3 things that just overtake anything. I'm a millionaire by the end of 2020. I'm a magnet for Enagic sales, and everything is always working out for me. Those 3 things come into my head as soon as something negative pops up. Anything negative, right? My wife thinks I'm a fucking dickhead sometimes. Everything's always working out for me, though. Do you know what I mean? It works on so many ways.
Sometimes.
It works on so many ways, right? So, you know, once again, personal development.
Absolutely. The key.
I just want to answer these questions, and
Yep.
then I don't want to go through any more. We
No,
might
that's
save
fine.
stuff for
That's
next
good.
week because I don't want this to go hell over. So let me just have a look at these questions. Really good about LinkedIn, man. Thanks for asking that. I highly suggest that we have a look into that as well. If you show people the comp plan and they ask you what rank are you, how would you answer it if you're still in 2A? You're in fucking 2A, Dan. You're in 2A, and be proud of that,
Shit, yeah.
right? Be proud of 1A, because guess what? You've got
You're
the
in.
fucking tools that they don't.
You're in.
You're one step ahead of them and they don't even know it, but you tell them that. Well, I'm 1A, but guess what? Like, my life is going to be so much better once this kicks off. And once I get up to that 6A, I'll have a better life. Don't say this, but I'll have a better life than you will without you having the tools that you don't have the tools. Because we're talking, I'm going to show you how to get those tools. I'm going to teach you how to use those tools, right? Don't ever, if people ask you how much money you earn, nothing. Does it matter?
We used to get that all the time. How much money have you earned? We don't get it now. But I would just say enough for what we're happy with. You don't have to give them a dollar figure. Enough to cover my bills. Enough to get me out of my job, whatever it may be.
Doesn't matter about
A dollar figure doesn't matter to, like, $1,000 could mean a lot to people. $1,000 could mean nothing to people. So how do you know this person is a millionaire behind the scenes? And
They
you
just
go
want,
and they just want,
a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Or, another stream or
Yeah.
whatever. And the phone
call
calls.
before sign up. So if you've got a hot lead and you think they're
Yeah.
ready to have a chat, or you think they need to have a chat with Brent, just add us all in a chat. I've just had another chat come through.
Next call you do, you're able to record it. I'll try. I'll probably forget, but I'll try. Just remind me. We can't do broadcast via ManyChat. We can't do broadcast via ManyChat. Can we, to spark up our leads? About the call.
I think that might be promoting a
Hold on.
service. I don't think that would be allowed in ManyChat.
Is that what you meant, Katie? Sorry, I just had the chat over your face.
Yeah, so we can't broadcast to be like, offering, the call. Like,
Do a single message, babe.
Is it
Copy
soliciting?
and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste.
Do you know what I mean? Is it? Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of
Look.
promoting a service.
yeah.
All the
Yeah.
policies and that have changed on ManyChat,
Yeah.
and I highly suggest that you guys go and have a read of them. Just in case. I just don't. As I said, I don't want anyone's page to get shut down. So, Michelle, haven't heard back yet. That's cool. As soon as they do, let me know.
Have you been messaging Michelle every day?
I think I missed out today and yesterday.
Okay. Hey, actually, my reminder went. That's probably my fault.
There you go,
There
Michelle.
you go. I'll put it back
Both
in.
of our faults. And then you stole my phone this morning.
An emu?
I'm just making up an excuse. Michelle, you'll get like 3 in one day tomorrow. Are you feeling any better? Good.
Good.
Are we still looking into other broadcasting platforms?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I just don't know what's happening with
Yep.
them.
Leadership is.
Josh and Tegan, what do we say to them every day?
How's your day going?
That's a good question, right?
How's your day going?
I would be like super, super random.
Hey, did you know that blah, 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 blah? Tell some facts.
Like if
Be
they're in a call
creative.
center,
Check out my Go Live I
if
just
they're in
did.
a call center, just be like, look up the stats that people that are depressed about being in a call center, right? Oh, did you know that 57% of people in call centers fucking hate their job? Or actually, like, and
I
Dan's
was
one of them.
too.
Mo was one.
Yeah.
Right? Just shit like that. Until they tell you to piss off, or they go, you know what, man, I'm really sick and tired of hearing your voice, but at the same time, like, let's do this.
Yeah.
Because it's happened. As I said, that's my secret. I just don't shut
Leanne's
up.
one. Yep.
I just today I shot a quick video, and the top 6 most frequently asked questions, and I shot a quick video that went for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I literally said it to all 15 or 16 leads that I've got going on at the moment. I sent it to all of them and just put that out there. I just said, here's the most common asked questions for people wanting to get into this business. I hope this helps you get off the fence. Boom, send it.
Love it.
Um,
Who can I ask as well on that? Sorry to cut you off, honey. Shut up. Who does video replies to their leads? Can I just get a show of hands on the first screen? About 6. Cool. Okay. Keep them up. Cool. About 10. All right. Guys, 1/3 of you do. People want to see that social proof and to see who you are and get to know you more. So if I can give you one big tip tonight, please do video replies.
Now we weren't able to attend the meeting on Monday night. So can I ask what would Brady say about talking to leads?
So he was talking to someone from, is it AI? It used to be Gaz. He was having a conversation with this guy and he wrote down a lot of stuff about what they were doing, what was working for them, sort of thing. He had a big meeting, whatever. And then he started talking about the way they talk to leads. So they would actually, he wrote it down and it was, so the first message was huge, massive about everything. I don't know if and I'm just wondering what your guys' opinion on that kind of thing about them waiting, like putting them in the dung box and waiting for them to be like, is it 28 days or something to catch up with them if they're not answering, sort of thing. I'm just wondering about that. Like,
yeah. Look,
your opinion on that, like, yeah, because Brody was a bit, but yeah.
I'm pretty much, I'm impatient, right? That's my thing, and I know probably a lot of people are too. So for me to basically,
you're impatient.
For me, with leads. I want money. For me to wait 30 days, right, for someone that could maybe reach back out,
yeah,
like, that's just like frustrating. I mean, the day that we could find out like what our sex was for our child, I had to find out. I'm like, let's book that shit in. Like, I'm the same.
That was me.
Impatient all the time. I'm just like, win over here.
Yeah, well, it's like, but it's always a but, right? And this is why we have a Thursday night meeting, and this is why we have a Monday night meeting, and this is why we do so much research, and this is why we speak to people from different platforms. Because there's so many ways we can do this. You know, I've just told you guys that, you know, the way that we do business now with just pumping people through ACE didn't work for us at the start. Do you know what I mean? Like, we spent our time telling people about Enagic at the start of this. That was our conversation. Now we just...
Then we got Katie and JC over for a water demo. We had, who else came over?
I can't even remember.
Tila over the road. We had, I think, Demi and Rodney came over. Zia came over. We had heaps of people.
Yeah.
James and Bri, I think they came over. Yeah.
Molly?
Yeah.
Can I jump in on that Enagic? We're just wondering, you know, because I know that there are restrictions around Enagic.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to, like, if you get a lead that reaches out and says, hey, I'm just wondering, you know, you've said that there are platforms behind this that you advertise for. Are you able to send them the link to Enagic and say, this is one of the people that we actually advertise for?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The
Now,
only thing you cannot do with Enagic is run a sponsored ad with having Enagic in it. So photo, logo, wording, Enagic, water demo, all that kind of stuff.
So okay, this is recorded right now. So what I'm about to say, I'm going to say it in a way, right? You cannot do anything sponsored or recorded that tells people how much money that you can earn and the health benefits to Enagic.
Yeah.
Recorded or live, right? On social media. Okay? Not a Zoom between you and someone else. It's not recorded. It's not live. So you can show them the compensation plan, right? Just make sure it's recorded or it's not live.
No worries. Yeah, no, we're just, because, yeah, we don't obviously want to step over those boundaries and we don't want to do the wrong thing. And, yeah, so I was just sort of not mentioning, I didn't know what I could and couldn't mention to those leads. And, yeah, we're almost at the point now with that new page that we're about to start advertising again and putting back up ads. So I just wanted to get that and understand that a bit better. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. You know, you guys should figure out what works best for you and then work on finding out how you can get people to come to you. Work on how you can get leads. Doesn't matter what it's for, right? Like, work out how you can talk to people, and then once you can talk to people, once you get the opportunity to be in front of them, whether it be a Zoom call, phone call, or even on a message, you know, you've then got the opportunity to speak however you want to speak. What else?
Dean, yeah, so just send them a friend request, and then you can start chatting to them that
On your
way if
personal
they like
page.
them on your personal page, and you can just chat in your normal inbox. You can try get them over to your business inbox, but if not, just keep talking and flowing that way.
Yeah, cleaning is fine. Cleaning side's fine because it's not a health claim.
Yeah.
You know, you just can't turn around and say that this thing's gonna, you know, cure some disease, right? Like, we all know the science behind it. It's backed by the FDA, right? But there's just too many dicks out there that take your words and twist it.
Yeah.
So the less dicks that you can have twisting your words, the better. So don't give them a reason to.
Yeah.
So just get them on a, you know, Zoom, get them on a whatever messenger call, and just talk.
I think that's all the. Did we miss any questions in there?
Does anyone else have any other questions? If not, that's cool.
Off
We're
topic,
over
did you
time.
eat the whole massive burger? Lol.
No,
This is funny.
way too big.
So we ended up having it for lunch yesterday at the Ninja Gully pub, and then we had it for dinner now in a shepherd's pie. We mixed it all up and scooped up the bread on the top, and yeah,
I'm kind of done
there
with.
was 4 adults and 2 children, and we didn't even finish it. We had half taken home, so no, it was massive, absolutely massive.
I'm kind of done with food challenges as well.
Yeah, after the chicken wing challenge.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to say huge congratulations to those guys that have bought tickets to Unify in Vegas. Like, that is massive. I'm so proud of you. Can I actually get a show of hands how many it's going, or can anyone unmute and tell me how many are going so far, if you know?
Crap.
5, is it? Or is that just your hand up,
Oh,
Alicia?
I think
it's a
Alicia's
hand
just
up.
like, yeah. So 1, 2,
Who has bought them?
1, 2. Okay, next door.
Danny has, I know, and Alicia, I
Just 2
know.
on
Is it just 2?
I'm getting
I think there's me, Amber, Sarah, Danny, CJ. Who else? I think Lucy was one.
I thought Lucy.
Planning on it.
Brent and I are unsure if we're going to be there just because of our trip that we've got happening right now.
and Kobe.
And Kobe, obviously, as well. If I can get Kobe onto Formula, then yes, we will be there. But at the moment, he's just not wanting it. So that's an issue for us, but we are definitely trying to get there. We know a lot that's happening at it, and I'm not saying anything, and no one's going to try and pinch me to try and tell everybody because it's leadership. Mum's the word that we're not saying anything because we're in trouble. But guys, this is absolutely going to be,
put it this way, it's going to
50 times better
it's
than
going to put Ace
any
on the map.
Unify.
It'll put Ace on the
Yeah.
map massively.
It is going to be, and to have the social proof with what's happening there. I'm not
Hectic.
going to say anymore. That's oh my god.
All right,
Are
we're
they releasing speakers tomorrow? Were they going to announce speakers?
releasing speakers tomorrow, so you'll find out tomorrow.
Awesome.
Anyway, so
It's good.
have a good sleep.
Huh?
That's it. We're done.
Oh.
Awesome, legends. Was there any other
Is there
questions?
any other questions? No, perfect.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So
cool.
please
Who won
speak
the
to your
50
leads. Get me on the.
Who won the $50?
No, you haven't said it yet.
No, I'm putting a thing in the chat.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
can't choose.
I'll put a thing in the chat. All right, and I'll sort it out and I'll PayPal it to you.
Also, while there's 31 of you on here still, if anyone lives near St. George or up Cunnamulla way, that's where we're heading next. And then out to Roma, so we'll be stopping and seeing Tori. So if anyone is out that way, please let us know. We want to see as many people as we can.
Get me on the phone with your leads.
Yes, do it.
Please.
Bye.
Bye-bye.